This is the second generation HeatPod sauna blanket by Hydragun, and it is the sixth sauna blanket I've reviewed in the life of my channel. And I'm probably most excited to check out this one because I think it will redefine the sauna blanket experience with some of its simple but unique features. So let's break it down. First, let's talk design. The first thing you see when you open the box is the carry case, which has the Hydragun logo screen printed on the outside. It has two seatbelt-like handles and then a zipper that runs around three of the sides. Inside the case, you have the blanket itself, which has a very clean and simple aesthetic. It's made with a premium vegan leather on the outside, which feels durable yet smooth. On the inside, you've got a sweat-proof material and then carbon fiber infrared heating coils. The blanket weighs 18.7 pounds and is about 71 inches long by 39 inches wide when it's fully closed, making it a great fit for most body types up to 6 feet 3 inches. What's nice here is the attention to detail. The zippers are smooth and reinforced and can be easily pulled from the inside of the blanket. The blanket also features a strong magnetic closure around the shoulder area, which creates a snug experience that also helps prevent heat loss. Overall, the entire setup just feels really thoughtfully engineered. The set I purchased also came with a footrest, a pillow, a cotton towel insert, and possibly the most surprising thing, a free massage gun, which I will be doing a separate review on in the future. The control unit it comes with is arguably the best control unit I've seen. It's a very simple and modern design, but it's the first blanket I've seen that doesn't treat the control as an afterthought and doesn't look like it's from the 1980s. So you've got a power button in the middle, flanked by two simple rocker buttons on either side, one for temperature and one for time. The temperature can be set from 86 to 185 degrees Fahrenheit, and the timer can be set anywhere from 5 to 60 minutes. It also has a smart function that restores it to the previously used settings each time, so no need to toggle through the buttons each time you turn it on. All right, so now let's talk about performance. When you're ready to utilize the blanket, simply unzip it, plug it in, and select your desired temperature and time. After a brief 10-minute preheat, simply climb into the blanket and get ready to use the sauna. One thing I immediately notice is how quickly it heats up and how evenly the heat is distributed. Unlike some of the other blankets I've reviewed, where there's the heat felt patchy in some areas, this one's very consistent across the whole blanket. Plus the zippered closure with the magnets really help with that consistency, I think. So I'm gonna enjoy my sauna session now. I'll cut in with a few updates to show how effective it is in making me sweat. So I'm 15 minutes in to my sauna session, and you can already see there's a lot of sweat forming on my face here. The one thing I can absolutely notice with this one is that I am probably 20% further along in 15 minutes than I was with any of these other blankets I've reviewed. Typically at the 15-minute mark, you're just barely starting to see some sweat form, but I'm like full on, like lots of moisture on my face already. The other thing is the cotton lining is a really, really nice feature. I feel a lot more comfortable than I had in the other blankets. The footrest, I think could be a little bit lower. It's a little bit high for me. The pillow's nice, but the magnetic closure here. So like these that magnetize and close here. Let's see if I can, these that magnetize and close like completely shut. That's what's trapping in all the heat, and I think is what's contributing to how much more efficient this one is being. So I really, really like that. So I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to do a total of a half hour, and then I'll come back and just give an overall recap. I was randomly taking temperatures throughout my session. I have a little digital thermometer here. I was able to get the hottest test to be 148.6. So I did have it set to 185. The hottest spot I could find was 148.6, which is still about 40 degrees lower than what it claimed. But when you compare that to all the other blankets that I've reviewed, really the hottest one I could find other than this was like around 120. So this is about 20 degrees warmer, which is a huge improvement. But I think the difference with a lot of these, and I'm going to try to do some more research, is that the temperature they're claiming it goes is the internal coil and not necessarily the surface temperature. But either way, this is by far the hottest surface temperature of all of them I reviewed recently. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the zipper here. We'll see how sweaty it is inside, and then I'll provide some more information and then just some more generalized thoughts after using it. Unzipping here, obviously I've got the blanket. You can see some of the sweat here where my arms were. See my shirt and my chest, nice and sweaty. So the blanket really captures a lot of the moisture, which is great because the other ones, there would be a lot of moisture pooled up in it. You see this one is completely dry and all my sweat, you can see it kind of here, but other than where my arms were outside of the blanket, all my sweat is not pooled up in it, which is going to make this cleanup process way easier than the ones that I didn't have that cotton lining. So nice little touch there. Now, as much as I'm impressed, there are a couple things to consider. First, the price at $699. It is in the premium range and it might scare some people away, but honestly, for the features and performance, I do think it justifies the cost better than most. For that price, I also got the pillow, the footrest, the cotton liner, and a free massage gun, making it arguably the best dollar for dollar package I've seen for sauna blankets. The blanket does also come with a 1-year warranty. Second, the control is much more modern than any of the others. I still have the same complaint about all of them, is that the cords are just not long enough. Unless you are fairly close to an outlet, the control falls short of reaching near your arms. I will admit their cord is the longest I've seen, but I would still like it another foot or two longer. And lastly, like all sauna blankets, cleaning it thoroughly after a heavy sweat takes some effort, but having that insert really helps a lot. Just be sure it's fully dry before you pack it up. So what's the overall verdict? The second generation HeatPod sauna blanket is one of the best options I've tested. It's comfortable, it's portable, it's incredibly effective at delivering a consistent, relaxing sauna experience. It has the most well thought out design and seems to be the most up-to-date option out there currently. If you're looking for something that feels premium and performs at a high level, this one's hard to beat. That said, if you're just dabbling in the sauna blankets and want to see if they're for you, you might want to explore some less expensive options first. But for anyone serious about recovery and wellness via a sauna experience, the HeatPod definitely earns its spot at the top of the list for now. So that's everything for this video. If you have questions about this sauna blanket, go ahead, drop it in the comments down below. As always, I'll do my best to answer those. If this video was at all helpful to you, please consider giving it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and be sure to hit that notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Otherwise, that's the second generation HeatPod sauna blanket. That's a review. Enjoy your recovery.